How I took back my power, exposed my family's greed, and left them begging for forgiveness. Before we continue with the celebration, there's something everyone should hear. My aunt frowned. Now isn't the time for. Oh, but it is, I interrupted, pulling out the will. Grandfather left instructions that his final wishes be read in front of the family. Silence fell over the hall. The lawyer, Mr. Peterson, cleared his throat. According to Mr. Harrison's final testament, his entire estate, including the family home, bank accounts, and business shares, go to his grandson, Adam. Gasps filled the room. Lucas's face went pale. My uncle nearly dropped his champagne glass. No, my aunt breathed, shaking her head. This must be a mistake. It's legal and binding, Mr. Peterson confirmed. Your father changed his will months before his passing. Lucas snapped. This is ridiculous. Grandpa would never do this. I turned to him, my voice calm. You never noticed because you never cared about him unless he was giving you something. My aunt's desperation was instant. Adam, sweetheart, you wouldn't take everything from your own family, would you? We need that money. I smiled, the same empty smile they had given me for years. You never considered me family before. Why should I start now? The ultimate revenge, building my own legacy. Instead of keeping the estate just to hold power over them, I made a choice they never saw coming. I sold the family home, the place filled with painful memories, and used the money to start a charity for overlooked children. Kids like me, who were never given love, never prioritized, and never seen. I invested in my own future, built a thriving business, and made a name for myself, not as my grandfather's heir, not as my uncle's forgotten nephew, but as someone who created his own destiny. Years later, Lucas and my aunt tried to reach out. They were struggling financially, their comfortable world crumbling without the wealth they had taken for granted. Adam, please, we're family, my aunt pleaded on the phone. I took a deep breath and replied, no, we're not. Walking away, for good. With that, I hung up, knowing I had truly won. Not just by taking away their wealth, but by proving I never needed them in the first place. For the first time in my life, I wasn't the forgotten one. I was the one in control.